Hello and welcome to my home. For you who don't know, my name is Leedy. I'm also known as the Filipino Joe. Today we're going to talk about my budget. People have been wanting to know the details. So this budget is 31 days. I kept track of everything that I spent. So you're going to see how I spend it each day. But I'm also going to give you the total right away for anyone who's in a hurry and doesn't want to stay around for the whole video. You're going to get a good gist of what I spend my money on here very shortly. For the cost of living here in the Philippines is about $250 US. This is about the cost of living for an ongoing lifestyle here. It's not for getting set up, which you're going to need some money to get set up, depending on how you want to set up. If you want to set up like this, that's going to cost you a little bit, and maybe a little blood and sweat. Well, maybe not blood, but sweat, to get your house looking sweet. I am single. I don't have anyone that I am dating, and I live a very simple life. I'm a creative. I'm actually a writer. I will be giving you the prices in US dollars and Filipino pesos. This was so complicated to do. I will never do it again. I promise you. And so hopefully you enjoy this and you get a lot out of it. This note says, I don't have any need for a vehicle. That's true. You're going to find that one reason my cost of living is so low is because I don't have a need for things that I know a lot of other people have a need for, and also because I am single. I actually bought a bicycle, and it still looks brand new. I've only ridden it, I think, once. It's just something that I don't need, although I thought that I did. And even if I wanted to ride it, I'd have to go pump up the tires, so it's just sitting here. So no need for a vehicle, no need for a bike, and I typically just head out on foot. I'm one block away from the downtown area here. You've probably seen that in some of my videos. So very conveniently located and no real need for a ride anywhere. And if I do want to ride, I can hop on a tricycle, which I did do this past month. So you're going to see that in the budget. All right. The other thing is I rarely buy groceries. That's because everything in my neighborhood is already prepared. It's sort of like buffet style. You go in, you say, okay, I'd like a serving of that, and you pay for that. Now, vegetable servings are usually 25 to 35 pesos, and meat is about 50 pesos. Also, because I buy everything out, I don't need refrigeration here. The only meal that I prepare here is my breakfast, which is oatmeal with some nice goodies inside, not just oatmeal. I put flaxseed in there. I put a little bit of creamer because I don't have milk since I don't have refrigeration. And I put pineapple tidbits in that. So if you were to do without the pineapple tidbits, you could actually reduce the breakfast amount by 15 pesos. I do buy healthy snacks such as nuts and stuff. You can see here, big bag of walnuts. This is what I will snack on. I found this to be a better thing than to just rely on the snacks that you can buy locally here. So I bought this online, very inexpensive. It's much, much cheaper than in the U.S. The flax seeds that I put in my cereal comes like this, and also very, very inexpensive. In the past, I did a video that went viral for advertising my cost of living at $500 a month. That was true amount, but it was because I was hiring people to work for me. Without paying other people, my cost of living would have been much less, just so you know. If you haven't seen my place, I mean, obviously you can tell it's quite beautiful. You can go to my videos. Extreme Makeover video will show you what my whole place looks like. The places here are very nice. This is a very modern, small, one-bedroom townhouse apartment. And it's only $70 US per month. Very, very inexpensive. And I absolutely love it. It's the perfect size for me and my dog. He loves it too. All right, so let's talk about the total monthly expenses on different items. For all food items, my monthly expense came to $98.86. That would be 5,691 Philippine pesos. And if you figure that out per day, I was spending about $3.19 per day to eat, or 1 484 pesos per day. For my dog, all of his expenses, which includes his medicine to keep him from getting bugs, because I do walk him every day, and if you do not have that tablet, the dog consumes it once a month, you will bring bugs into your house, and if you're like me, that is a no-no. Plus his dog food came to 804 pesos. That'd be $14.36 for the month. All of my health care came to $8.39, which is 483 Filipino pesos for the entire month. And that would include this propolis, which I swear by. It actually saved me from dying of cancer about 10 years ago. Also, healthcare includes vitamins. There they are. Okay, and you can see there's 400 in here. That's more than a year. Haircut. Yeah, not much there. 100 Filipino pesos with a tip. That's $1.74. Wi-Fi. A lot of people don't understand how Wi-Fi works here. You basically go down to the corner and you get a load. But then after you get the load, you have to dial a special code, and then you sign up for a special deal. If you don't get the special deal, then you're going to run out of the load very quickly. So you need to know how that works. Just ask any Filipino when you come here, and I'm sure they'll be glad to help you. If not, just get a hold of me. I'll definitely give you more information on that. So Wi-Fi for the whole month, $8.68. That's 500 Filipino pesos total. Okay, tap water. So tap water is the water that comes out of the spigot. It's not drinkable. In fact, if you think that you'll get away with drinking that water, don't think that. Don't drink the water. Okay, for the tap water, that's used to wash clothing, shower, wash your dishes, wash the house, water the plants. That water comes to, are you ready? It's a huge amount. $4.29 US per month. I kid you not. It's that cheap. 247 Philippine pesos. All right, for laundry, the soap and the bleach, we wash by hand here. So no, there is no, you don't go to the laundromat and pay a lot of money? No need to do that. Get in the habit of washing your clothes by hand. Everyone does it here. You hang it up outside, very warm here, year-round, dries with no problem. So my laundry soap and bleach for the month came to $1.39, and that's 80 Filipino pesos. The electric bill, I know, you're thinking, oh my God, we finally found something that's going to be really expensive, like hundreds of dollars, right? Well, think again. First of all, I don't have an air conditioner. I have two fans. One is turned on right now, so if you're able to hear any noise, that's what you're hearing. It's my little fan in the background, because we need a little bit of air moving around in here. So I have the fan, and then I have my lights. Now my lights, actually, when I found out I could get a 1.5 watt bulb, I got rid of all the other bulbs, and I bought these 1.5 watt bulbs. I do have other bulbs that are higher for when I'm filming, like right now, there's a lot of light here, but this is for filming only. The electric bill, are you ready? $13.55 for the entire month. I'm not joking. Isn't that cool? So 780 Philippine pesos. And I found this to be the case no matter where I've lived. It's very inexpensive here. The drinking water, that's these right here. You get one of these for 20 pesos. So for the month, on drinking water, I spent $4.86. That's 280 Philippine pesos. Isn't that cool? All right, next, my rent. The actual amount is $69.48. That's 4,000 Philippine pesos. Teddy Bear's coming down the stairs. Hey, Teddy Bear. How you doing, buddy? I'm making a video, sweetheart. Okay, now bar soap for cleaning. I don't buy shampoo, in case you didn't notice. I just use bar soap. $1.74 for two nice big size bars of soap for the month. Okay. For the whole month, I only spent 42 cents for tax. It's 24 Filipino pesos. Bug killer. I definitely suggest if you're going to live here in the Philippines, buy bug killer. One thing of bug killer is 120 Filipino pesos. That'll last you for the whole month. $2.08 for a nice, large, about this big bug killer. And don't go crazy with it, but spray it here and there. And when you start to feel like you're getting bitten inside, it's time to go and spray the whole house. But otherwise, just when you need it, keep the ants outside, spray around the doors and around any exterior windows. You'll keep those ants outside. You don't want them inside. Now, I just went out today and I bought toothpaste and a toothbrush because I had no idea what the cost was. It's something I don't buy all the time. So the toothpaste and toothbrush for 1 month is $2 or 115 Filipino pesos. And that's figured out. There's 2 tubes of toothpaste in here. So that's for 2 months. And there's 1 toothbrush, and that's also for 2 months. So I divided the amount and came up with that price. For 31 days, my total came to US dollars, $257.75. In Filipino pesos, that's 14,839. Now, without the dog, that would have been less $14.36, would have actually brought me under the $250 amount, brought me down to $242.18, which is 13,923 Philippine pesos. And I am pretty good with math, so we should be fine here. But just in case we're not, just letting you know, I don't guarantee that everything's perfect. Perfection I love, but perfection I'm not. Let's move on to the dailies, okay? When this 31 days started was March 18th. And here you can see the breakfast was for 52 cents. That's 30 pesos. Ice cream came to $1.11. Here's the ice cream. It's this size. It's a pint. So 1 pint of ice cream, $1.11, and it's delicious. So I would say right on par with any high-quality ice cream. It's not the cheap kind. It's actually really yummy. 64 pesos here in the Philippines. We talked about the bug killer. I bought that on March 18th for 120 pesos, $2.08. And if you notice here, I say linner. So linner has to do with my age. For those who don't know, I'm 61 years old. And sometimes I cannot eat 3 meals a day, lunch and dinner. So on this day, I spent 89 pesos for linner. That was $1.55 US. 4 coffees, approximate of what I drink a day. 14 pesos or 24 cents US. 10 pesos for snacks. We talked about that earlier. Healthcare is 26. And again, that would be the propolis and the vitamins. This is March 19th. Again, everything looks pretty much the same there. Total for that day, the first day was $5.94 or 342 pesos. Second day was 248 pesos, $4.29. Okay, US. The next day I did buy bakery items, 11 pesos. That's the only thing different on there. That day came to $3.04 total spent. 175 Filipino pesos. I got a haircut the next day for 100 pesos or $1.74. That day came to a total of $6.91 US or 398 pesos. The next day I got 2 jugs of water that came, so I spent 40 pesos for that. I like the guy to bring me 4 jugs of water in case he's watching. 15 pesos for bakery items that day. And I bought my Wi-Fi for 100 pesos that day. And we have a total of 368 pesos or $6.39 for the day. The next day is a pretty normal day. $3.89 was spent. 224 Filipino pesos. Again, the next day is pretty normal. $2.40 spent. That was 139 Filipino pesos. As you can see, these look pretty much the same. Next day, again, a very repetitive day. Total 149 Filipino pesos, $2.59. Okay, and then we got something different on this one. You can see we have the gym. So the gym membership for 1 month is 400 Filipino pesos. It's $6.95. It's pretty much the only thing there, except I did eat lunch and dinner that day. My lunch cost me 65 pesos and my dinner 30 pesos. Total for the day was $11.62 or 669 Filipino pesos. The next day, bought 4 drinking water. I got the amount that I needed. $1.39 total for the 4 drinking waters. I also bought another Wi-Fi load of 100 pesos. And I paid my water bill. The tap water was $4.29 US or 247 Filipino pesos. $10.53 US or 606 Philippine pesos. Next day, pretty normal day. 214 Filipino pesos or $3.72 US. Eat the next day, same exact numbers. On March 30th, we have 134 Filipino pesos spent, $2.33 US. The next day, I bought some laundry detergent. That came to 49 pesos. I also paid a little bit of tax for the detergent. That was 12 pesos. So we came to $3.61 US. That was 208 Filipino pesos. Next day got a little busy. We've got on here a bunch of stuff. We've got dog food, 304 pesos. The dog health care for the bug pill he has to consume every month, 500 pesos. Litter, and I had to have transportation to go get the dog food. That came to 120 pesos or $2.08. That was to go all the way to the mall, which is maybe a 15-minute ride, and all the way back. So that day came to $23.21 US, 1,336 pesos. The dog cost was $16.05 or 924 Filipino pesos. Next day looks pretty normal. We have Filipino pesos 149 and US dollars $2.59. On April 3rd, 174 pesos, $3.02 US. Next day, another just basic day, nothing special there. $3.70 US, 213 pesos. Next day, we got 3 drinking waters. So that was 60 pesos for the drinking water. Everything else there is pretty much the same. $5.25 for the day. 302 Filipino pesos. Nothing special on that one. Very similar to the other ones. And the April 7th. We'll move a little faster now. I'm feeling very repetitive here. There you go. Almost done. Hang in there. Okay. What's this one got on it? Oh, the electric bill came. $780 or $13.55. $20.29 for the day. Next day is pretty average. Next day I paid my rent. Got me a load on the Wi-Fi. Pretty average day there. April 14th, pretty average. April 15th, there we go, average day. April 16th, another average day. On the last day, I went ahead and wrote in the visa extension. I get my visa extension every 2 months. So 2830 total Filipino pesos, or $49.16 every 2 months. So divide that into 2, and you get 1,415 Filipino pesos for the month, or $24.58 per month for the visa extension. So I'm glad I finally did this. I've been meaning to do this for Lord knows how long, and I hope that you found it very useful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. If you've not already subscribed, love to have you subscribe. I will jump in here when I have something to say, so stay tuned here on the channel, and thanks for being here. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.